Thanks to all of you, there's an important new memorial on the Mall in Washington, D.C., the National World War II Memorial. Designed by Friedrich St. Florian, it creates a special place to commemorate the sacrifice and celebrate the victory of World War II. At the same time, it enhances a space that is already special, our National Mall. The memorial covers more than 7 acres, 2/3 of it landscaping and water. It's built of bronze and granite, some 17,000 pieces of granite from South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, California, and Brazil. The memorial commemorates the battles of World War II and the people who fought them. But it's much more than a memorial to hardship and gunfire, sacrifice and heroism. It's a celebration of the spirit that brought all Americans together, black and white, Native American and first-generation immigrant, soldier and factory worker. On the battlefront and on the home front. They've been called the greatest generation that ever lived, and Americans everywhere have helped create this memorial to say thank you. Come with me and discover the special significance that's built into the granite and bronze of this memorial. We'll enter by the ceremonial walkway that leads from 17th Street. To your left and right, you'll see flagpoles. The base of each flagpole bears an inscription and the seals of the military services and merchant marine. Inset in the balustrades to your left and right are 24 sculptured bronze panels by Raymond Caskey, whose studio created all the sculpture for the memorial. The 12 on the north, to your right, depict the Atlantic front. The 12 on the south show the Pacific front. Most of the panels were inspired by historical photos. They depict not just battles, but the all-out mobilization of America's agricultural, industrial, military, and human resources that ultimately led to victory. When you reach the Memorial Plaza, you'll see a restored and improved rainbow pool, with its historic fountains working again for the first time in decades. Embracing the plaza are 56 pillars that represent each of the individual states, territories, and the District of Columbia. The pillars are joined together by a bronze rope that symbolizes the bonding of the nation in a common cause. Two bronze wreaths, one of oak and one of wheat, symbolize America's role as both the arsenal of democracy and the breadbasket of the world. To the right and left are 2 memorial pavilions, each 43 feet high. The South Pavilion commemorates the war in the Pacific, and the North, the war in the Atlantic. In each pavilion, 4 bronze columns support American eagles that hold a suspended laurel wreath to memorialize the victory of the World War II generation. On the floor of each pavilion is the World War II Victory Medal. Beyond the rainbow pool, you'll see the Freedom Wall. Here we mark the price of freedom. A field of 4,000 sculpted gold stars commemorates the more than 400,000 Americans who gave their lives. The gold star has its own history. During the war, blue stars were displayed to indicate family members serving in uniform. The stars changed to gold when a loved one was lost. The pillars closest to the Freedom Wall, occupying places of honor, represent the original 13 states. The rest are ranked in the order in which they achieved statehood or became part of the United States. Every element of the World War II memorial works to a single purpose, eloquently expressed in the engraving of the announcement stone we passed at the ceremonial entrance. Here in the presence of Washington and Lincoln, one the 18th century father and the other the 19th century preserver of our nation. We honor those 20th century Americans who took up the struggle during the Second World War and made the sacrifices to perpetuate the gift our forefathers entrusted to us. A nation conceived in liberty and justice.